Yes, Chelsea fans, how are you all doing? Hopefully you're all good. You are good. Welcome along to... Oh, I got to turn my sound off. Dear me. Oh, I got to turn the sound off. I'm echoing in my own head. How are you all? Hopefully you are good. Each and every single one of you is good, and you've had a good Christmas. You had a good night, and it's the 1st of Jan. It's 2023. Let's hope that Chelsea can start this year and have a much better 2023 than we had 2022. I think for all of us, that's what we want. So welcome along. Good to see you all here. Come and say hello in chat as well. It's the first live match commentary of the season. And with that, we've got a big game. We've got a big game. Hold on. 1 second. Got a bit of an issue with my streaming software and the game itself. Don't worry, it'll be resolved. We'll get it all done. Right, got a bit of a new setup this time around. So what we're going to be doing is I'm just trying to get everything arranged and organised for us. 11 people on, welcome along. Hopefully you guys are all good. Come and say hello in chat. Woodshed, how are you, mate? Stu, how you doing? Open, yeah. I won't be worried about this one. I'm quietly confident about this game. Nottingham Forest, of course they're going to be up for the game. They're in a battle against relegation. John, how you doing, mate? And they're going to be fighting all guns blazing. Problem is, don't forget they signed so many players in the summer. I still think they're trying to find their best 11. And for them, I think it's a real struggle. Just waiting for my streaming software to start. So, say hello in chat, people. What's your score predictions? How are you feeling about the game? Here we go. We're rocking and rolling. All good. We are all good. So, I'm hoping to have... Why does it keep saying something's gone wrong? It's really annoying. New version available. Really annoying. But we've still got 12 minutes ahead of kickoff. Chelsea's team is good. One change, obviously, Reece James out, Azpilicueta in. Apart from that, everybody else is the same as we played against Bournemouth the other night, which was a good game for us. Let's try this again. Let's try and get this going. Bear with me, people. Just trying to get the game coverage up. My Sky Sports subscription gives me the app, and I can play the game through the app, which is what I go through with you guys when I'm doing the live match commentary. Remember, it's a minute delayed to normal coverage, so we have no spoilers in chat, people, as usual. We don't do that. So just waiting for this Sky Sports to sort itself out, just to get myself all organised. Hopefully it'll be all right. If not, I do have a backup option. It's all good. So, good to see you along. Open says, what's the expectation of Badiashile this season? Seems like money will be no object again these windows. Well, they know exactly what they want, Chelsea, don't they? Todd Bowley, Graham Potter. Why do I keep getting error messages on this? This is very annoying. Move that one from dock. Right, very annoying. Let's try all this again. Yeah, so he's a left-sided centre-back, and he's an exciting talent with a pass on him, by all accounts. And that's something that we need. So Koulibaly's been playing predominantly on the left-hand side of a back three. So this guy can come in, and he can do that job on that side. You can put Koulibaly over on the other side. You can put Thiago Silva through the middle. It's tough on the likes of Chalobah. I think Chalobah has done well when he's been playing this season. And you've also got the, I mean, think of Cucurella. Cucurella was sort of signed to play as a left-sided centre-back as well as a left-back. And he's not going to get that chance now by the looks of it. So it's interesting to see what we're going to do. But there's going to be outgoings at Chelsea. There's a lot of talk at the moment about players coming in, understandably. It's exciting times for all of us. But what I will say is there are players that are going to go. And it's interesting to see what happens and when they do go, or how they go, or who actually disappears, who actually is sold away. So let's just see what happens at the end. By the end of January, we're going to have a real good idea of what's going on. But what I will say is we definitely need a win today. Tottenham just got beat, which was really, really good to see. So let's just grab hold of what I've got on here. Bring this over here. So, yeah, Tottenham's lost. Tottenham got beat 2-0 by Villa, which was really, really good to see. So bear with me 1 second. So, Ian, good to see you, mate. Sorry, guys, I'll be with you in just a second. I'm just trying to get everything arranged, trying to get everything sorted to make sure we're all good. Remember, I'm a minute delayed, a minute behind the normal coverage. Chelsea have made one change to the team that played against Bournemouth, and that is obviously Azpilicueta coming in for Reece James. Let's just see what I can do here. Can I do what I want to do here? Now, this is interesting. I might be able to do that. I will try it and feature as many of your comments as I can in-game if I can. I will try. We've got 2 games in hand now on Tottenham, including today. We're 6 points behind Spurs now. Win both our games in hand, we go level pegging. Obviously, just a little bit of a gentle reminder, people. We've got today against Forest away. Need to win this game 100%. And then after this game, we got Man City on Thursday at home at the Bridge. Massive, massive, massive game. Yeah, interesting. There's some really tasty fixtures coming up. Brentford, Liverpool, Arsenal, Newcastle, Chelsea, Man City. Arsenal run away with it, people are saying. 7 points clear top of the Premier League, but the games they've got coming up are tasty. Newcastle, they've got Tottenham, I think, coming up. They've also got City. So this is where we get down to the nitty-gritty. We all sort of say about the Premier League season that once you get past the Christmas and New Year stage, what you do is take stock of where you are, and then you go from there. And Chelsea have got a long, long way to go. Let's just be honest and say that. So what we need to do is start off with a good performance tonight. 100%. Need a good performance. Get the win. Right now, bearing in mind our league position, we're 9th before this game kicks off. Forest are second bottom on 13 points. They've got a game in hand on everyone around them. Southampton's bottom on 12. Forest's on 13. Wolves are on 13 as well. That's the bottom three. Then West Ham, woeful form West Ham. They're 1 point ahead. Chelsea are 9th at the moment, 24 points, and Brighton. Brighton's got a better goal difference. Fulham are 7th on 25, and Liverpool 6th on 28. We win our game tonight. We jump up to 7th. We take over. We go above Fulham, and we were behind Liverpool. But Chelsea need to deliver the right performance today. Need to go out there, professional, get the job done. Right now, I'll take something off someone's backside to go in and seal a 1-0 win. But we're Chelsea. We've got a squad that's good enough. We've got absolute quality on the pitch. We've got quality on the bench. Good to see the youngsters on the bench as well. And we should get this game done. So, fingers crossed we can. Good to see that Dennis Zakaria, or Zachariah, as some commentators were calling him the other day, has got another start in the middle of midfield. I'll go through the Chelsea team in just a minute. First things first. As usual on stream, people, just to say, Happy New Year to every single one of you. Thank you for your support. Thank you for always being here. I really appreciate it. Really, really do. And just to say, yeah. So cheers to every single one of you. Happy New Year. Let's start off with a bang, Chelsea. So here's the teams. Nottingham Forest team is Henderson in goal. Dean Henderson, the ex-Man United goalkeeper. He's in goal. Serge Aurier, remember him? Worrell, Bowley and Renan Lodi, the ex-Atletico Madrid player at the back. Yates, Frulier and Mangala in the middle of midfield. Up front, three up front. Brennan Johnson, attacking player, good, exciting player. Morgan Gibbs-White, the ex-Wolves player. And Taiwo Awoniyi, 4-3-3 for Forest with Hennessy, Cook, Williams, Colbeck and others on the bench. Chelsea, Kepa in goal. Another clean sheet for him today would be mental. Perfect even, we should say. Kepa Arrizabalaga in goal. Got his form, got his confidence. Mendy's not going to get a look in. Oh dear. Back four, Aspi, Koulibaly, Silva Cucurella. Midfield three, Zakaria, Jorginho, Mount. Sterling, Havertz and Pulisic up front. On the bench, we have Bettinelli, Kovacic, Aubameyang, Chalobah, Ziyech, Gallagher, Chukwuemeka, Hutchinson and Hall. David Datro Fofana is an excellent signing. Andre Santos, the new Brazilian midfielder. What a player he is. 10 million. Outstanding player for someone of his age. Brilliant player. Great signing as well. He'll be 10 million. Badashile will be done tomorrow. That's 35, 40 million. And then, of course, we're waiting for Enzo Fernandez to come in. Or Hernandez. It's Fernandez, isn't it? Enzo Fernandez with a Z. Outstanding player in the World Cup for Argentina. Him and McAllister were a standout for me. Yes, Messi did all right, didn't he? Didn't do too bad. But those two really stood out for Argentina. And Enzo, what a player that's going to be. Anyway, we're about to get underway. But, of course, there's going to be a minute's silence observed, as there has been around the Premier League, for the legend that is Pelé. The legend that will live forever, Pelé. Outstanding player. Over 1,200 goals in his career. World Cup winner 3 times. And, of course, the focus is on Thiago Silva as he applauds and looks at the big screen with Pelé smiling on screen. Pelé from his playing days. 3 World Cup wins. First one he was just 17. That iconic goal that he scores where he gets the ball on the edge of the box, the defender comes flying in, he just loops it over his head and volleys it into the bottom of the net. Outstanding human being, Pelé, and it's a real sad loss to football, but his legend will live on. Plain and simple. I didn't see Pelé play in person before my generation, but what I will say is I said it on my 5-minute news updates. Hopefully you've seen them. If you have, I spoke about the term legend being bandied about. Pelé is someone that is continuously talked about, loved, and just championed throughout the decades, and he always will be as one of the best. So rest in peace, Pelé. Want to get back to the game now, back to the Premier League. Worrell and Aspi are taking they're doing the toss-up. Not sure how it's gone. Aspi's turned them round. I think Azpilicueta's turned them round. I think he's won the toss and he's turned them round. So Forest are going to face the main part of their support in the first half. Chelsea kicking towards the Chelsea fans in the away end in the first half. But remember, people, I'm watching this on a 1 minute delay, so make sure there's no spoilers in chat. It's open to subscribers to comment. Welcome along to the first live match commentary, actual ball-by-ball commentary coverage of Chelsea on YouTube. It's no waffling watch along, let's just say that. Chelsea on camera, kicking from left to right. Forest, in case you didn't know, from right to left. Forest will be kicking us off. Just waiting for the game to get underway. And they do. Forest kick off and go straight back to the defender, who launches the ball high up to our right-hand side, over everybody, out of play. So on your bingo cards, out of play after 6 seconds, you've just won. Azpilicueta with a Chelsea throw-in. It's around 25 yards from the corner flag. Up the line looking for Havertz, tries to turn defender, gets barged and comes off him and goes out for a Forest throw-in. Forest with a throw-in. Go backwards. Lodi's gone all the way back to the centre-back. I can't remember all their names, the Forest players, being honest. So I'm just going to call it as I see it. I know the captain, Worrell, just launched it high, looking for a ball over the top, evades everybody and goes through to Kepa, who's on his toes, and collects it on the corner of his box. Comes striding across to the penalty spot, rolls it out to Koulibaly, who finds Azpilicueta. He's halfway inside of our own half on the right-hand side, and he goes back to Koulibaly. Koulibaly's allowed to step forward up to the edge of the centre circle. Oh, me clock on my thing, and me clock, I've forgot my clock, hold on. I will tally it all up. So we're on 1 minute, hold on. Wait, second, 9, 10. Right, we're going now. We're there now. We should be good now. Clock's all good. Thank you, Woodshedder. Appreciate it. Chelsea just played the ball backwards to Kepa, back to Koulibaly, Thiago Silva, out to Azpilicueta on the right-hand side now, Azpi. Halfway line, inside to Zakaria. He goes bottom centre circle to Thiago Silva. Forest are backing off and defending their own half. They're not pressing at all high. Koulibaly collects the ball on the halfway line, strides forward, looking for an out ball. One second. Aspi on the right-hand side. Aspi, Koulibaly, falls backwards to Kepa. Kepa collects it, gives it to Thiago Silva. Thiago Silva, bottom of the centre circle again. Right-hand side to Aspi again. We get the impression that Chelsea's back line are going to have a lot of possession today, with Forest backing off, not pressing forward at all, Forest. Koulibaly, Zakaria, Silva, back to Koulibaly. Ball over the top, looking for a run. Mason Mount's broken into the box, left-hand side. Unlucky. Good run. Great ball from Koulibaly over the top. Mason Mount's running to the box, brings it down, and left foot, probably about 10 yards wide of the near post. Brings it down right foot, left foot first time, can't control it, and the ball goes wide. I've just got to stop my clock a minute. I've just got to stop it because I'm on a different coverage now, and my coverage is even more delayed, so apologies, people. Nottingham Forest play the ball high, up to the halfway line, and Chelsea doing well, tracking back, wing back position, but give away a free kick. Middle of the pitch, Yates has been fouled, and it's a free kick. A free kick to Forest. Just going to tally up my scoreboard with a live clock, which is coming up roundabout now. Okay, so Forest go back to the centre-back. Under pressure from Havertz, plays the ball high, looking for a flick, but Thiago Silva's read it, gets across there before Womney, the centre forward, and back to Kepa. Kepa first time, plays it out wide right to Aspi, who's got all the space in the world. Gibbs White is standing off him. Aspi can play a nice ball inside Jorginho. Jorginho's got a little bit of space. gives it back to Aspi, halfway inside of our half, up the line to Zakaria, turns away from the challenge on the byline and moves inside, driving forward, tries to find Havertz, but his pass is not good enough. Forest won it back halfway, evade the challenge of Koulibaly. Gibbs White's driving forward now towards the Chelsea's penalty box. Our coverage is awful, people. I've got to say, lost my pictures. My app is not working at all. Not working at all, and I don't know why. Bear with me. Yeah, hold on. Gone again, people. I have to say, apologies. I will try and get it all back. I don't know what's happening, why it's doing this. It's a real pain in the backside. Let's just say that. Let's try again. Apologies, guys. Don't know what's happening, but my Sky app's not working. I really don't know why. So bear with me. We'll be back with you as soon as I can. Hopefully. Right, pick up the coverage. Chelsea's got the ball. Middle of their half. Back to Thiago Silva. Centre circle. Silva. Looking for an out ball. Looking for an option. Hasn't got one. So has to go wide left to Cucurella. He goes up the line to Sterling, but then plays the ball back to Thiago Silva. Run over the top from Mason Mount. Headed away by Forest and cleared. Again up towards halfway. Silva has to win the challenge. He does. Well done. And then Zakaria backs up under pressure from Mangala. Zakaria's done well to keep the ball alive for Chelsea. Finds Mason Mount. Forest now pressing inside their half all over Chelsea and forces backwards, back across halfway. Back to Thiago Silva. Silva's done well. Silva to Koulibaly. Koulibaly, Havertz gets it back. Outside to Aspi. Halfway inside their half. Forest, everyone behind the ball. Koulibaly. Zakaria, little 1-2. He's on the right-hand side of centre. He goes back inside the centre circle to Thiago Silva. Inside their half. 10-yard ball, Jorginho. Wide right, Aspi. Chelsea struggle to break teams down here. It is now, Woodshedder. It is now. Zakaria or Koulibaly finds Havertz. Little dink ball to Jorginho. Forced back was Thiago Silva. Koulibaly, top of the centre circle. Ball wide right to Sterling on the right. Collects it. Tries to flick it inside Zakaria, but then Forest win the ball back. They just give it straight away to Koulibaly. Aspi up the line looking for Sterling. Sterling turns straight into Renan Lodi, the ex-Atletico Madrid fullback. Surprisingly, he left them. Gone out for a throw. Taken quickly by Aspi. Back to Koulibaly. Back to Thiago Silva. Most touch of the game so far, Silva and Aspi. 77% possession for Chelsea so far in the game. Silva collects the ball now. Looking for another option. Halfway line. He's telling people to move about Silva. He's not happy. Koulibaly collects it, centre circle, inside their half. Goes square to Thiago Silva. Cucurella collects it halfway. Jorginho forced backwards to Koulibaly. First time ball to Havertz, who drops off the attacking line to make up space. Lays off Jorginho. Wide right is Sterling. Edge of the box right hand side. Drilled low. Looking for Mason Mount by the penalty spot. His attempted shot is deflected up in the air and Henderson comes and grabs it. Good little move there. Sterling on that right hand side. Beginning to get into the game. But it's interesting. Kai Havertz dropping off their defensive line through the middle created a space. And by creating that space, it caused all sorts of confusion. Defender didn't know whether to go with him or not. He did, and it opened a space for Chelsea to try and find the attack. They play the ball high, and Chelsea have won it high, but Jorginho gives it away. Goes straight through to Henderson. Henderson. Wide right now. Forest coming forward over halfway. Driving forward. Yates. Jorginho's with him. Plays it off with Jorginho. It's a Forest throw-in. High in Chelsea's half. 5 yards away from the corner flag. Forest throwing. Chelsea get the ball away. Playing it forward. It's gone back by Ore, back to Henderson. My coverage is all over the place here, people. I've got to say, and I do apologise for it. Right, back with the game. Back with the game. Apologies, people. I'm going to catch up. So, I'm just approaching 8 minutes. 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Okay, Forest on the left-hand side. Under pressure from Chelsea, pressing up high. They give it away to Cucurella, halfway line. Well done, Cucurella, stepping in and winning the ball back. Back to Thiago Silva, halfway line. Jorginho, back to Silva, back to Koulibaly. Forest back off inside their own half. And we go out wide right to Aspi. Azpilicueta, back to Koulibaly. Thiago Silva centre circle again. I feel like I'm repeating myself constantly at the moment. Thiago Silva, long ball high on the right-hand side, looking for Havertz, who's made a run, but his first touch is awful. He was in so much space, but his left foot first touch took the ball away from him, and Forest are breaking through. Ball played between defenders. Well done, Kepa. Great save from Gibbs White. Havertz is actually Brennan Johnson. Havertz's control was awful, and he allowed Forest to get the ball away. And they played a ball between our two defenders, and Brennan Johnson was running through. And he got to the edge of the box, and Kepa made himself big. And he shot down, and Kepa saved it down to his right-hand side. A double save. A great save from Kepa. Honestly, it was a big chance for Forest. You have to say, a big, big chance for them. Anyway, Chelsea with possession. Koulibaly halfway line. Plays it to Mount, who's under pressure. Let's go back to Thiago Silva. Pulisic, getting involved in the game. Comes inside to grab the ball and plays it into Koulibaly. Koulibaly, wide right to Azpilicueta. Aspi up the line to Sterling. Up against a big defender who just takes it off him. Plays it forward to Womye. Up the line. Koulibaly takes him out. Koulibaly's taking him out. Got his arms in the air, Koulibaly, saying, what can I do? If anything, the attacker sort of saw him coming and just jumped over him. The referee's called him a closs. What's he doing here, the referee? Was he going to book him or talk to him? Just looking at the replay. So Awamye's running at Koulibaly on the left-hand side, on the left wing. And he's going up towards the halfway line. Koulibaly steps across him, turns his back. So he runs into Koulibaly's back and he sort of jumps into him, if anything, and falls over. But Koulibaly's doing this. Just say, I haven't done nothing. He did. Good save from Kepa. Great save from Kepa. Danger. Anyway, it looks like the referee's had a word with him, with Koulibaly, and the game's underway again. Forest with possession, deep inside their own half. Play it across centre-backs. And it's gone back to the goalkeeper. Pulisic pushed on to go and press. It's gone back to Henderson in goal. He plays it back out to Worrell, just outside his own box. Plays it wide right to Aurier. Little flick up the line. Thiago Silva's read it. Gone across. Back to Kepa. Excellent from Thiago Silva. Kepa is his own box. Gives it back to Thiago Silva, who strides forward. Forest backing off and allowing us to come forward. Silva finds Cucurella. Back to Silva. Now Mount. Deep inside his half. Under pressure, just gives it back to Thiago Silva. Silva. Mount. Pulisic, drops deep to get involved. Zakaria collects it. Finds Koulibaly just inside of our half. And one more. Byline on the wing. Aspi. Back to Koulibaly. Squared Thiago Silva halfway line. Steps across it inside their half. Left to centre. Walking pace. Gives it back to Koulibaly. Everyone behind the ball for Forest. They're playing like a 5 and a 4. It's actually 4-4-2. But rigid 4-4-2 formation from Forest inside their own half. Chelsea struggling to find some space and movement at the moment. Every time the centre-back's getting the ball, Chelsea's movement is just towards the ball. There's nobody spinning in behind or anything. We're just trying to find the feet of Kai Havertz again. He's had it taken off him. And Forest now breaking on the counter. Striding through midfield, Mason Mount's done well to try and get involved. Cucurella's gone in to challenge Brennan. Brennan Johnson's actually taken Cucurella out, and we've got ourselves a free kick from it. But Chelsea just get caught. The movement is not in behind. It's all the same. Everyone wide. So Sterling and Pulisic are dropping off. Havertz is dropping off to get involved in the game. No one's spinning in behind. Needs some differential. A game like today's where you can potentially see Aubameyang and his natural ability of playing as a striker come to the fore, maybe second half. Anyway, Chelsea have had the possession from the free kick and walked our way up to halfway and have got the ball on the halfway line. Mason Mount plays a 1-2 with Thiago Silva, then Koulibaly, and plays it wide right to Aspi. Mount collects it halfway inside their half, forced to lay it off to Koulibaly just inside their half now. Mount has given the ball back, right at centre. Mount plays the ball wide right. The ball finds its way out to Cucurella, to Raheem Sterling. Edge of the box, tries to take on the defender, can't beat him. And the Forest break away with the ball. They've come away with it, Forest. Right hand side now. Forest, Brennan Johnson on the outside, crosses towards the back of the box. Good defence from Azpilicueta, blocks their attempted shot. And Chelsea looking to break forward now. Mason Mount, just inside the halfway line. Havertz has dropped to the right wing saying, give me the ball. They find Zakaria. Now we find Havertz just inside their half on the right corner. Zakaria finds Sterling, gets it back halfway line. Azpilicueta goes square to Thiago Silva, just inside of our half. Walking pace again, Chelsea. Mount, Cucurella, 5 yards inside their half. Sterling on the left-hand side now. It's actually Pulisic. Pulisic plays a 1-2 with Mount and Pulisic's away to the corner flag. Up against Worrell. Pulisic on his right foot. Cross comes in. And Chelsea have scored! Oh my word. The cross came in and Kai Havertz at the near post heads it, deflected up in the air. The goalkeeper just stands and watches it. It hits the crossbar, bounces down, and Raheem Sterling, without any hesitation, literally just whacks the ball in the net right-hand side. Right foot into the net. Chelsea 1, Nottingham Forest 0, Raheem Sterling. Excellent. Good finish from Sterling, I have to say. But Pulisic and Mount, little 1-2 give and go, and Pulisic was away. Gets to the corner flag, and he takes on the defender, comes on his right foot cross. It's actually Kai Havertz. He does a little flick behind him, like the ball goes beyond him, and he sticks his ankle, his foot up, and it comes off his foot onto the crossbar. The goalkeeper beaten. Sterling just sort of stands there. It falls. Literally, it comes straight off the crossbar. It's actually off the defender. The defender flicks it up in the air onto the crossbar. Sterling's waiting for it. He just comes down. Brilliant finish from Sterling. First time, bang, on the half volley. Back of the net. Outstanding. Forest 0, Chelsea 1. It was Bolly who tried to clear it. 1-0 Chelsea. So, good start. Sterling's got his goal. A lot of criticism. But I still think he should be playing on the left-hand side, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, Forest with possession deep inside their own half. Chelsea pressing them. The play up the line. Cucurella's done well there. He's done really well against the defender, against the attacker. And Chelsea now have got themselves a throw-in on the halfway line. Graham Potter on the byline, arms folded. Happy. Third goal we've scored. None conceded so far. 3 attempts on goal from Chelsea, 1 on target. So, Azpilicueta collects the ball. Forest gave it away easy, by the way. Chelsea just mopped up inside their own half. Koulibaly can walk, and he's literally walking across the halfway line into their half. They're backed off, 10 yards inside their own half at the minute. It's gone wide left. Cucurella, back to Thiago Silva. Koulibaly, right inside the centre. He's got 10 yards of space in front of him if he wants it, but he goes square to Aspi. Aspi, back to Koulibaly. Everyone's standing still at the minute. Cucurella's come inside the middle of midfield, looking for the ball. Mason Mount's got out to the left-hand side. Cucurella's playing in the middle of the pitch at the minute. Trying the old Cancelo Man City little trick. Now he's gone back out to the left-hand side as the play just keeps going square. Koulibaly plays a bit of a lofted pass. Sterling's made the most of it. It's gone inside to Havertz. Flicks it forward to Sterling for a 1-2, but Sterling's offside. Great finish from Raheem Sterling. That'd do his confidence a world of good, Sterling. Anyway, Henderson out to Worrell. Plays it forward. Forest on the right wing. Deep inside their own half. And Chelsea pressing with Pulisic. Well done. Off Pulisic for a Forest throw. Halfway inside their own half. Just seen the replay of the goal again. I was off the defender. Picks it up onto his own crossbar. Lodi stopped. It comes off of the crossbar straight to Sterling. Right foot. He just watches it on the crossbar. He's standing just outside the 6-yard box. Because of the angle, it's hit the crossbar and bounced out to the right-hand corner of the 6-yard box where Sterling's standing. Just volleys it straight into the top corner. Anyway, Forest got possession and they're building up on the right-hand side. They got it beyond Cucurella. Thiago Silva comes across against Serge Aurier, who's beaten Cucurella. Just whacks it off him out for a Chelsea goal kick. Good so far. Taken short quickly to Thiago Silva, finds Koulibaly, who's literally jogging with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 touches, and then is put under pressure and goes to Thiago Silva. Cucurella now. Thiago Silva. Bottom of the centre circle, inside of our half. Toe punts it to his right to Koulibaly. Gives it back to Aspi. As soon as the defender comes over, he plays it back to Koulibaly. Koulibaly now looking for a ball over the top. Defended. Then Fofana. Actually, Fofana's there in the crowd watching the game. Chelsea doing well with some pressure here. It's gone out for a goal kick. Played off of Kai Havertz, who's done well. Kai Havertz, he's done really well. Right, Forest clear it. Henderson, wide right. Serge Aurier's pulled forward. Well done, Jorginho. Beats him to the ball. Mount collects it. Outside on the left-hand side here is Jorginho on the wing, believe it or not. Jorginho looking for a ball in the box. Plays it toward the near post. Havertz blocked. Havertz is trying to keep the ball alive in the byline. It goes out of play for a Chelsea corner. Well done, Jorginho. Well done. Well, John, how you doing, mate? Happy New Year to you as well. My coverage is all over the place at the minute. My Sky Sports app's not working. And the coverage I'm watching keeps freezing. It keeps jumping from one to another. So apologies. I will try and commentate as much as I can. Fofana's a great signing. Good signing. Strong. He's only 5'9". Chelsea corner anyway. Raheem Sterling take it from the left-hand side. Our left wing. Right foot in swinger in front of the Chelsea fans. Referee's having a word with Serge Aurier. He's not 10 yards away. Now he blows. Sterling to take it. Plays it towards the back post. Koulibaly beaten to it. Pulisic lets the ball goes out of play. It's a Chelsea throw-in. About 20 yards from the corner flag on the right-hand side. Asprey to step forward to take it. Taking his time. Looking for an option. Havertz is one. Sterling's another. Finds Havertz. Back to Aspi. Turns away from the challenge. Goes back inside. Sterling. Havertz. Back to Sterling. Tries to ride the challenge and can't. But wins another Chelsea throw-in. Well done. Aspi. Havertz again. Again, they're shutting us down. Outplay again for another Chelsea throw-in. It's just Havertz, Sterling moving around at the moment for Aspi. Sterling finds Zakaria. Tries to find Sterling with a 1-2, but can't. Forest looking to break down the wing. Play it forward up the line to nobody. Kepa comes out to meet it. Just 10 yards. Little side foot. Back to Koulibaly. Zakaria drops off, says give me the ball. Just inside of our half. Forest and a line of Stern across the width of their own half. Forces backwards. Koulibaly again. Over halfway. Koulibaly and Thiago Silva have the most touches out of everyone in the whole game so far. Silva again. Forward to Mount. Back to Thiago Silva on the halfway line. Koulibaly. Havertz drops off. Gets the ball. Tries to find Mason Mount and does. And Mount does well to hold off a challenge and finds Sterling wide right. 30 yards from goal, Sterling. Forced back inside to Koulibaly. Again, Forest, everyone's behind the ball. Jorginho collects it from Thiago Silva, right-hand side of centre. Aspe's got a little bit of space, got a runner in front of him with Zakaria. He comes inside Aspe. 25 yards from goal. Forced wide right now, backwards to Sterling, who goes back to Koulibaly just to keep on possession. Making Forest work it. Ball into the feet of Zakaria. Does well to hold off a challenge. Tries to find Sterling, but can't do it. Blocked away. Forest sort of coming forward and well done. Jorginho's held up. Renan Lodi, done very well, Jorginho. Lodi's had to go all the way back to Henderson. He's had to come outside his own box, left-hand side, and he launches it up the line. And Aspe does well to head it away. And it's out of throw for a Forest throw-in. 10 yards inside their own half. Zakaria's doing quite well here. Using his strength in the middle of midfield. Throw into the halfway line, flicked on. Awami drops deep to come and get it. Chelsea claiming it's Chelsea throwing off of him, but he's won the throw for Forest. Forest throw. Our right wing, their left-hand side, right in front of Graham Potter. Up the line. Awami, he's got a runner. Gibbs White goes beyond the challenge of Aspe. Koulibaly comes across. Plays it off the Forest attacker for Chelsea throw-in now. Well done so far. Doing well so far, Chelsea defensively. Apart from that one moment where Kepa was called into action and made a great save. Aspe up the line to Havertz. Lays it off to Sterling. Nice little link up between those two. But Sterling can't hold it up. Forest with the ball back. Sterling's giving away a free kick. Edge of the box. Right on the corner of the box, Sterling. It was too slow. Played it into his feet. And he got crowded out by Bolly straight away. But Sterling sort of did this. He sort of did that thing where he's trying to make his body big, but he opened up his legs and Bolly just put his foot through between his legs and nicked the ball off him. And then as Gibbs White comes forward, Sterling tracking back has fouled him right on the edge of the box. Literally right on the corner of the penalty box on the left-hand side here. Forest's left-hand side. Chelsea's right wing. Gibbs White and Renan Lodi are over it. Left foot of Lodi or the right foot of Gibbs White. Chelsea's got a one-man wall. Pulisic, it's two-man wall now. It's Pulisic and Sterling. Kepa's organising his near post. Done it. He's happy where they are. Chelsea defensive line is on the penalty spot. Giving Kepa a little bit of space. Referee's arm's not up, so it's direct. The direct free kick here. Gibbs White or Lodi? Who's it going to be? Just literally outside the corner of the penalty box. Referee's having a word with Thiago Silva now. About some shoving. Silva's just doing this. I know what you're talking about, ref. I know what you mean. It's not me. Cross comes in. Two players go down the box. Two Chelsea players. Cucurella heads the ball away. Referee blows up for a foul. What a waste of time that was. Chelsea doing well so far in the game. If we get a second before half time, then you'd have to say, you pretty much would say that we're in a box seat. Anyway, one way to go. Havertz collects the ball. Ball's backwards to Koulibaly. 30-yard ball. Chipped back to Koulibaly, who then drives it forward, looking for the run of Sterling. Headed back towards his goal by Lodi, followed up by Bowley. Havertz chasing it down. Henderson gets the ball away. Koulibaly up against Awomni. Both of them take each other out. Referee judges in Koulibaly's favour. One, you can't believe it. Free kick Chelsea, halfway inside of our half. Well done, Koulibaly. Spoken openly about how he wants to improve and how he wants to get more respect for his performances. He says he hasn't been good enough. Hopefully, 2023 will be his year in a Chelsea shirt. Anyway, he takes a free kick short, gets it back, and then plays up the line on the right wing side to Aspi. Plays it inside to Havertz. He finds Zakaria. Good first-time ball to Sterling. Havertz makes a run but blocked off, so he has to go back to Azpilicueta. Back inside of our half now to Koulibaly, who dropped deep. As Forest come to press, we've gone backwards. But they only press inside their own half. We've got the ball again with Thiago Silva, halfway inside of our half. Forest have pushed up no further than the centre circle. That's it. So Silva's sitting 10 yards off it, just looking for a ball to play. Plays it forward once, gets it back, plays it again. Havertz finds Jorginho. Now Mason Mount in that pocket left-hand side. Finds Pulisic on the byline. Driving inside into his right foot. Corner penalty box now Pulisic. He's asked to go backwards, then to go back outside of him to Cucurella. Forrest has done well defensively, but Cucurella finds Pulisic. It goes down. Referee says play on. And then Forrest play the ball high, looking for a run over top. Thiago Silva up against Brennan Johnson. He's done well to hold him up, but Brennan Johnson's gone to try and win the ball, and he fouled Thiago Silva. And Thiago Silva, to be fair, full stretch dive, as if he was in the Olympics, bless him, after the contact, wins the free kick. You can't buy experience. Simple. Thiago Silva, he may not be the quickest in his age, or at the age he is at the moment, but up against Brennan Johnson there, he spotted the ball's going to go over the top, and he got himself in a good position, got in front of Brennan Johnson, who then tried to win the ball back. And Thiago Silva, brilliant, brilliant. As he's dived, his hands are like this, as if to say, referee, come on. He's got it. And he got the free kick as well. Brilliant from Thiago Silva. Anyway, while I'm watching the replay of that, Forest have won a free kick just inside of our box. Our half on the left-hand side. Renan Lodi takes it back to Bowley. He goes square to Worrell, halfway inside his own half. And Mason Mount leads the charge to try and shut him down. He has to go back to Henderson. Well done, Mount. Henderson, edge of his own box, launches it high to our right, their left-hand side. Aspi wins the header against Awonyi. Well done. Out of play for a Forest throw-in. 10 yards inside of our half. Taken quickly. Forest with possession, 10 yards inside of our half still. Like straight out of play. Brilliant. Chelsea done really well there. Zakaria and Aspi shutting the ball down. 495th appearance for Chelsea, Azpilicueta. 6th for the all-time appearances list. Anyway, Chelsea break with Kai Havertz inside of our own half, forward, over halfway to Cucurella. Well done, Havertz. Dropping off, he's causing problems. Pulisic wide left, held up, back to Cucurella. He's held up, back to Jorginho. Back to Thiago Silva, halfway line. Chelsea 1-0 up, no rush here. Moved it across back to Azpilicueta on the right-hand side. Sterling's come off the byline inside, which gave Aspi a little bit of space. He's gone back to Koulibaly. Halfway line, Silva finds Mount. Shut down, back to Silva. Literally just walking with the ball at his feet. Now goes wide right to Aspi, who's got some space again, Aspi. Sterling's come inside, so give him the ball and gives it to him, 30 yards from goal. Back to Silva, first time ball to Cucurella. Into the feet of Mason Mount. Evades 2 challenges, not the third one. Gets fouled, falls over. Wins a free kick, 10 yards inside their half from Yates and plays it quickly to Cucurella. Pulisic, back to Cucurella, inside of our half now. 10 yards inside of our half to Thiago Silva. Little ball inside to Mount. Back to Silva. Ball over the top left wing. Look, Cucurella's too short. Forrest head the ball away. Johnson trying to keep it in play. Mason Mount's just done a stupid tackle here, Mason Mount. He didn't even touch him. I thought Mason Mount just caught him. He caught Brennan Johnson on the right-hand side on the byline. He went flying in, Mason Mount, but it looks like it was a dive. No one's bought. All the crowd's gone mad over that side. Cucurella went over, wagging his finger at Brennan Johnson. Referee just said play on, but Mount went flying in. Not sure he caught him. Anyway, Chelsea possession, halfway line. Aspi. Ball to Havertz, to Sterling. Got flicked ball forward, but took out as he did it. They're playing on. Zakaria with a good run on the right-hand side. Holding up possession. Well done, Zakaria. He finds Azpilicueta 25 yards from goal. Wide right on the byline, Zakaria. Back to Aspi. Havertz out there. Into the feet of Jorginho. Taken out. Referee says play on. More of a dive, if anything. Forest play the ball forward. Looking for the ball in behind, but Cucurella's read it. Does well to hold up possession. Goes back to Kepa. Well done. Plays it. Little ball to Koulibaly. Forest trying to press the back four. But we've done well to just play it away. Thiago Silva, great 50-yard ball across from left to right. Aspi chests it down. Kills it with his foot. Lays it off to Koulibaly. 10 yards outside of our half. Forest pushed up higher, but not pressing. Just pushed in that position. Not actually pressing. Now they do. But it just goes 1-2s. Thiago Silva, Koulibaly. And straight away, wide right now to Aspi, who's got acres. Puts his foot on the ball on the halfway line. Says, okay, we'll just come back to Koulibaly. Back to Thiago Silva. From side to side, making Forest work to try and shut the ball down. They're going to tie it. But of course, you can make your 5 subs. So it makes no difference. Anyway, Aspi picks the ball up from Thiago Silva. Havertz makes a run inside the box. Long ball over the top to him. Held away by Forest. Then cleared only as far as Mount, but his touch is awful. But Koulibaly's done really well to win the ball twice. He was fouled a second time. He won the ball from Awomu, who beat Mason Mount to the ball after Mason Mount's poor first touch. And then Koulibaly comes across and wins it off of him. And then goes to beat the Forest player with a little touch on the halfway line. Or sorry, the centre circle. Oh yeah, Mason Mount was nowhere near Johnson. He was nowhere near him. I'm seeing a slow motion replay. Mason Mount was about a yard away from Johnson. He went down like he's been caught. Deary me. Awful dive. Anyway, Chelsea free kick after all that little bit of a melee. Goes back to Silva. Finds Mount. Lays it off to Cucurella. Halfway inside their half. About 10 yards inside the byline. Havertz drops deep. Says Cucurella, give him the ball. And he gives it back to him. Now Pulisic. Wide left. On his right foot. Stepping inside. Finds Mount. Finds Koulibaly. Foot on the ball. Ball over the top. Looking for a run. No one's there. Forest pushed their line up. Chelsea were too slow to react. It goes through to Henderson. Cooper, the Forest manager, encourages his players. They play it out from the back. Right-hand side. Up the line. Chelsea do well to win it. Well, I thought they did, but Thiago Silva was adjudged to have fouled. Anyway. Forest free kick. Wide right. 5 yards inside their own half. Worrell to take it. Pushed a couple of players forward it. Take his time. Now he launches it high. Silva, edge of his own box, heads it down to Zakaria. First on ball is the feet of Havertz. Turns away from a challenger, lays the ball off to Azpilicueta, and he goes, Havertz. Chelsea got runners. One of them is Sterling. But he can't hold the ball up again. He's lost it. And then Forrester coming forward. Gibbs White takes on Silva. Brilliant from Thiago Silva again. Forest. Gibbs White dropped his shoulder. Dropped his shoulder left to go to the right. And Silva just read it and just stood there and just put his foot on the ball. And Gibbs White just carried on running. And Thiago Silva's there with the ball at his feet. Brilliant. But then as we go forward, we then make a stupid pass and a stupid challenge. And it's a free kick to Forest. Brilliant from Thiago Silva. Just watches the ball, not the man. Simple. See a little shimmy. Excellent. So coverage comes back to Forest pressing forward. And Cucurella steps in front of the attacker on the right-hand side there, Brennan Johnson. And goes back to Kepa. Just gives it straight to Thiago Silva. Plays it in Jorginho, halfway line. Left-hand side of centre. Finds Pulisic under pressure. Goes inside to Thiago Silva, halfway line. Pointing to where he wants players to be, Silva. Goes to Aspi, right-hand side. Sterling's on the byline, hugging it. Back to Aspi. Back to Koulibaly. Forest with 2 players pressing, and the others are not. So it's easy for Chelsea to play around at the minute. Zakaria collects the ball inside their half, lays it off to Cucurella, halfway inside their half, left-hand side. Outside of him is Pulisic, collects it. 20 yards from goal. Comes inside, puts his foot on the ball, thinks about a pass and goes inside. Zakaria, back out to Cucurella. Looking for an option. He's got one from Mount, who dropped off the forward line. Lays the ball off. Silva, Jorginho, top of the centre circle now. Chelsea being forced backwards, but holding on to the ball. Making Forest work again, which is what's key. They will tire. Everyone behind the ball for Forest. Silva plays a great little ball out to Pulisic, who's got some space. Pulisic. 25 yards from goal. Aspi steps forward to give it to me. Finds Azpilicueta. Has a shot deflected and goes wide for a Chelsea corner. It's good from Chelsea. They're moving them from side to side. They're literally solid, static 4-4-2, Forest. And they're shifting from side to side in that formation. But now and again, one of them will go press, and he's not being supported by his teammates. And it's easy for Chelsea to play out and play around so far. Chelsea corner, the goal scorer is going to take it, Sterling. For some reason I'm sounding banged up. I don't know why. I'm all good. Zakaria's there. Havertz is there. Koulibaly's there. We got ourselves some height in that penalty box. Mason Mount to take it. Does the old bounce of the ball inside the little area by the corner flag. Mount. Towards the middle of the penalty box. Headed away. Pulisic collects a loose ball, but forced backwards. It goes all the way back to Cucurella, who's deep inside his own half. Back to Aspi. Byline to Sterling. Jorginho collects it. He's got a ball, an out ball. But he decides to go to Aspi. Koulibaly being shut down. Plays the ball up the line high. Looking for Sterling. High. Raheem Sterling. There we mate. Got some stick Koulibaly for that. And he's reacting going, what more can I do? Anyway. Forest centre throwing up the line. Aspi doing well against the centre forward of Omye. Come off of Omye. And it's a Chelsea throwing in Premier League football all week this week, which is good to see. Remember, Chelsea Man City. Hopefully my Sky issues will be over. Doing live match commentary for Chelsea City this Thursday. Silva collects the ball. Gives it to Mason Mount. Halfway line. Back to Silva. Now to Zakaria in the pocket. Finds Pulisic byline. Forced inside again. Looking for a run of Mason Mount. He made a run over the top. But Forest defended it well. Then Zakaria. Zakaria has turned Yates. Now, Forest midfielder Yates has fouled Zakaria. They've been a bit of a running battle all first half so far. He's held him off a number of times, Zakaria. Now, that little pattern of play there, he's getting booked Yates, and rightly so. Little pattern of play. Played in Zakaria, and Yates is up his arse. He's all over him. Zakaria turns him the first time, beats him. Yates is pulling back at him. He's going over him. He takes a touch away from him. Yates brings him down. So much so, Zakaria is livid. He gets up and says to the referee, come on. Then he turns and goes nose to nose with Yates. It was good from Zakaria. He turns him and he's just being rugby tackled. Just show the replay. Zakaria, as he's talking to him, he's doing this. He's got his fist clenched. He's gritting his teeth, Zakaria. Anyway, just keep doing what you're doing, Zakaria. He's a good player, Zakaria. I've got to say that. Chelsea free kick. Launched over the top. There's a run. Kai Havertz. Brilliantly worked from Chelsea. They half clear it. Koulibaly finds Pulisic and his shot goes straight down the throat of Dean Henderson. A little dink ball from the free kick from Chelsea was great. Little flick ball over the top. And sort of everyone sort of made a run towards the near post. And Havertz spun around the back and was wide open. But he just couldn't bring the ball down. Brilliant free kick from Chelsea. Havertz, he chests it down, but he can't get hold of it. Chelsea had 5 players run towards the front of the box, or the penalty box. And Havertz spun round the other way. It's a great little free kick from us. Well worked. Anyway, Forest have worked hard to win the ball. They've actually down our byline. Cross comes in and it's away from Thiago Silva. Nice and simple at the near post. Chelsea doing well so far. Very well. Ryan taken quickly to Johnson. Gibbs White it was, in fact. Tries to turn Cucurella. He can't. Goes out of play. Chelsea goal kick. Well done. Well done, Chelsea. Well done so far. Matt, happy New Year, mate, to you. And to you, John, and everybody else that's watching. Thank you for your support. Appreciate it. Hopefully you're enjoying the content on the channel as well. The 5-minute news updates. Anyway, Chelsea goal kick, taken short. Thiago Silva finds Mason Mount. Halfway inside of our own half. Now Forest pressing high. Forces backwards. Koulibaly loose touch back to Thiago Silva. Has to go back to his own byline to get it. Chelsea little 1-touch, 2-touch passes. Trying to play away. Under hit pass from Silva to Aspi. Finds Kepa. Well done. We get the ball away. But Forest have won it high. Lottie's beaten Sterling to it. But then the ball falls for Silva. Just launches it up over halfway. Havertz against Bolly. Bolly heads it away. Koulibaly. It was Koulibaly started that off. His poor pass back to Silva. Forced him all the way back to his own byline. Wide of the goal. And Forest pounced. But Chelsea don't want to play out. Chelsea throwing 10 yards inside Forest half on the right-hand side. Asper to take it. Got ourselves a 1-2 with Sterling. The ball's going out of play. 1 minute of added time in this first half. Chelsea not really creating much, you have to say, but capitalised on the one good move to score the goal with Raheem Sterling. Jorginho centre circle. Plays it to Cucurella, 10 yards inside their half. Cucurella. Forced inside, and then goes back to Silva, or back to between Silva and Koulibaly. So Kepa steps out, collects it, gives it to Silva. Little dink ball inside Zakaria. Back to Koulibaly. Koulibaly. Deep inside his own half. Back to Silva's even deeper. Outside his own box, Silva. Forrest backing off. So Mason Mount drops and collects it. Bottom of the centre circle. Back to Thiago Silva. Referee blows a whistle. That's half time. So, half time. It's Nottingham Forest 0. Chelsea 1. The goal from Raheem Sterling. Good move from Chelsea. Forest defensively are organised. They're a 4-4-2 formation. Solid. They shift across as a unit. Both sides are not giving much space to Chelsea. The problem we had before the goal was that people were dropping off, but nobody was making a run in behind. The one and only time we've done it, it was a Pulisic and Mason Mount 1-2. He collects the ball on the left-hand side, Pulisic, about 10 yards inside their half, and plays it inside to Mount, and Pulisic's gone down the byline. Mount plays it into him in behind, and Pulisic gets to the edge of the penalty box on their right-hand side, our left wing. He cuts inside, and he plays across towards the near post to Kai Havertz. And the ball's lower than expected, and it comes in. And Bowley, who's trying to mark Havertz, trying to stay with him as Havertz moves towards the near post. The ball comes sort of beyond their run, and he sticks his foot out behind him, Bolly, and it catches the top of his heel and goes up in the air and loops over Dean Henderson in goal, who's just doing this. And of course, he's moved towards his near post because that's where the area where the ball was. And he's standing there watching it. And Renan Lodi has followed up as well as Sterling. Lodi goes towards his own goal line, watching the ball as well. Henderson's watching it as well. But Sterling stands off 5 yards. He stands off just outside the 6-yard box. The ball sort of right inside the centre of the actual crossbar. Because it's spinning, it bounces off and comes out to the right-hand corner. Right on where Sterling's standing there. Lodi sort of turns around and thinks, oh shit, Sterling's there. And Sterling just lashes it right foot into the net. Lodi sort of arms behind him, does that. Gives it thinking, don't hit me in the face with it. Brilliant finish from Sterling. Lashed into the right-hand corner. Good goal from Chelsea. Apart from that, we're not really creating much, but that's down to Forest and the way they're playing. They're playing very defensive. They're literally, they're defending their own half. They're not pressing Chelsea. Now and again they do. But that's where we got a little bit of space. The space Chelsea are creating is when Kai Havertz The other two, Sterling and Pulisic, stay high. Havertz drops off by playing up in that number 9 area, and he takes one of the defenders with him. And when he does that, there's a little bit of space, and either Pulisic or Sterling are making a run diagonally into the space that's been left behind, and West Ham and Forest panic, and that's where the space comes from. But it's either a give and go, a ball over the top, or someone dropping off and someone running in behind. That's where Chelsea are going to get their joy from. Not been enough of it so far, you've got to say, but we got ourselves the goal. Now, Juan said more Potter ball boring. Juan, sometimes, bearing in mind the position we're in the Premier League, 9th, bearing in mind we must win this game, and bearing in mind the opposition you're playing against, who are playing ultra defensive, they're trying to not give anything away because they're trying to fight for their place in the Premier League next season. It's always going to be a game that's difficult. Now, I've not seen the stats. If you look at the stats, the most touches in the first half, Koulibaly and Thiago Silva have probably had pushing 100 each, because they're backing off Forest. Every time they got the ball, they backed off inside their own half. And even when we step forward up to the halfway line, their Forest are defending 10 yards inside their own half. Even their forwards are dropped off. So it's a difficult game because they're trying to negate any space for Chelsea to play. But as I've said, we create it with movement and a quick thinking, which is what led to the goal, the 1-2 with Pulisic and Mason Mount, or Havertz dropping off. But the thing is now, Forest have got to attack the game. They broke us apart. They got through us the first half. A good move. Chelsea went forward. Havertz, poor touch inside the box. Tried to bring it down left foot, come off his ankle, if anything, and run away from him. They just played the ball forward first time between Koulibaly and Silva. And Brennan Johnson had come in from the right and running between the two of them. Perfect ball to him. And Kepa come out, made himself big and got himself down to the right-hand side and blocked the first effort and the second from, I'd say, 16 yards out from the byline inside the box still. He come all that distance, come out to try and make the save, and he did. So it was great from Kepa. Really, really good. So let's reset my timer. Let's make sure we get back to being what it should be. Let's get back to half time. What am I showing on there at the moment? What's on screen as it is? 45 is fine. All good. Okay. So, Chelsea are 1-0 up. That's all you want. I said before the game kicked off, I would take anything. I would take the ball cut off someone's backside to win this game today. That's what I said I'd take. So, Chelsea are 1-0 up. That's the main thing. We're winning 1-0. We do need a creative midfielder, but we're going to get that. I think Santos, what a player he is. Just trying to go again. Pulisic ball comes in. Bowley sticks his foot up off his heel. Off the crossbar. Straight to Sterling. Literally no hesitation. On the half volley. Whack. From 6 yards out. Right in the back of the net. Brilliant goal. Excellent goal from us, I have to say. So, the same Forest chances. So here's the one I'm talking about. Havertz's poor touch. They play it. Bowley plays it away to Womye, to Gibbs White, and there's the ball in between. It's actually Silva and Cucurella, and he does well. My mistake. Kepa actually makes a save about 10 yards out. Does really well, Kepa. Really, really well. He's just showing more of Forest coming forward. The one I mentioned before, they played the ball forward. They get down the right-hand side, and they play it to the edge of the box. And Gibbs White goes to strike it first time, but Aspi had literally just read it. Perfect. Read it. And literally just stepped forward and just blocked it, which is great. That's the Forest chances too. Anyway. Dan, good to see you, mate. Thank you very much. I'm glad you like the updates to 5-minute news. Short and sweet and to the point with no waffle. Hopefully you enjoyed them. So happy New Year, all Chelsea fans watching this, all my subscribers watching this. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Appreciate all of your support as always. Big second half coming up for Chelsea. Let's see this game out. Get big 3 points and into Man City on Thursday. That'll be interesting to see that game. How we approach it. I don't want Chelsea to be defensive against Man City. Get on the front foot. For me, you got to play Aubameyang. You got to play Aubameyang against Man City for me. 100%. But we shall see. We shall see. I'd say you got another 5 minutes or so. 5, 6, 7 minutes until second half kicks off. I think Chilwell's a couple more weeks away, isn't he, Chilwell? I think. I believe so. How are you all doing? How was your Christmas, people? How was your Christmas and your New Year last night? Was it good? When you get to my age, you don't do a lot. You see the fireworks and you go to bed. That's what I did. You don't think he likes Aubameyang? The interesting thing about all that is Aubameyang was with Potter and with Chelsea when they got back and started training when the World Cup was on. And he's still not playing him. So I guess it's all about what he wants from his number 9. Does he feel as though Aubameyang is mobile enough? Is Aubameyang someone that can link up the play as to what Kai Havertz does? Because Havertz does link the play up, I have to say. But again, I said it in commentary when we couldn't break them down, when they were playing quite defensively and you know, defending deep in numbers. It's games like today's game. If we hadn't have scored that goal and it's 0-0 at half time, I'd be saying to you right now that you need a natural number 9 playing, Aubameyang. His natural instinct as a striker and his movement could be something that opens a door, that creates something from nothing. But we got ourselves the goal. Forest have now got to come out. Hopefully they do, but then when they do that, that's when the space opens. And that's why you've got to then look at the bigger picture. So Wan Chai, I know what you're saying earlier about Potter ball is boring, but you have to look at who you're playing against. The way they're lining up and defending. You know, look at Tottenham today. Tottenham against Aston Villa. They got done 2-0 Tottenham at home by Villa. And Aston Villa was solid, were defensively organised, and hit Spurs on the counter with 2 great passes and opened the door. And that was it. So, I mean, the first one for Villa, got to say, I sat and watched the game, but Hugo Lloris, coming back from the World Cup, his first game, fumbled a shot from Douglas Luiz, and Watkins jumped on it, had it back to Buendia, who scored. But the second goal from Villa was great. Again, little ball over the top, or ball in between defenders to Douglas Luiz. Great first touch. Second touch, flicks it over the keeper. So people talking about us, but Tottenham fans that I know, one of them is a good mate of mine from work, they're saying that although Spurs have had their best start to a Premier League season for a while, they're not playing well. They've been getting through games. They've been sort of flattering to deceive, really. And today they got found out. So when it comes to Chelsea, we've had a poor we've had a poor run before the World Cup. The World Cup break come at the right time for Chelsea, 100%, and for Graham Potter, because they had time to sit, to look at his players and what they've achieved and what they've done since he took over, the qualities of the players, and obviously work with players that are not at the World Cup as well, and they can sort of refocus on what they're doing. Difficult problem is that obviously those coming back at different times in the World Cup is not great. That's why you got Kovacic on the bench still. He's giving him some more time. But, all I'd say is that you have to look at the bigger picture when it comes to this sort of thing. And right now, we come back from the World Cup. We played Bournemouth and beat them, which was a good win. Clean sheet, 2 goals. We're playing Forest, who are fighting for their lives in the Premier League. They're defending deep in numbers, and they're trying to force Chelsea into finding space, which isn't there. And we're 1-0 up at half time. Fortuitously, but we'll take it all day long. And that's what you got to remember. So, Lewis, good to see you in, mate. So just to shout out to everyone in chat that's posted comments. Dara, Stu, Raymondos, Louis, as I just said, Juan, Matt P, Woodshedder, John, Euroball, John Cox, Gary Day. Gary, your question earlier, what do you make of Fofana signing? Fofana's about 5'9". He's a unit, let's just say that. And he's someone that can hold the ball up. And he scores goals. He does score some goals. So he's someone that hopefully will mould into being a great striker in the Premier League. So, good signing for the future. Mezzi, how are you, mate? Happy New Year to you as well. So Chelsea come out the tunnel for the second half. Aspi strides out. The rest of the players walk behind him. I'll tell you what I do like to see is Raheem Sterling playing with a smile on his face. It's good to see. Really good to see. Will we see Hakim Ziyech, who was what a World Cup he had? Showed his class, showed his quality. Now, in the tunnel here, as the Forest players come out, Jesse Lingard is not involved for Forest today. Wearing some ropey sweatshirt, let's just say that, and a cap. He's having words with the referee here about something. Is he allowed to do that? Can he do that? Anyway, so second half, Chelsea going to kick off the second half. Kicking, as we look on screen, kicking from right to left to the Forest fans. So Jesse Lingard's come out the stands. He's now talking to the Forest subs. What is this bloke doing? Chelsea's going to kick off the second half. Kai Havertz to kick us off. Clock. Let's get the clock going. And we do. So Chelsea kick off and we go out to Cucurella. Under pressure straight away. Forest, difference already. Pressing high. Silva forced to play it into the feet of Havertz, who drops off to the bottom of the centre circle. Under pressure, loses it. Visibly pressing already, Forest, within the first 20 seconds of the second half. They win it high, but then go backwards with it. Bowley, Worrell, shut down by Mount. Wide right to Aurier. Pulisic comes across. Forest is keeping hold. No subs yet. No, Lingard's not even involved in the game. Aurier, under pressure from Pulisic, finds Yates, who squares or goes wide left now. Renan Lodi collects it. Ball forward, he's got a runner. Awomye's run, left-hand side, the penalty box. Start off like a house on fire, Forest. Edge of the box, our left-hand side. Their left, our right. Tried to get across the way, blocked off. Picking up the loose ball, Forest. Back towards the halfway line. Worrell, halfway, shut down by Mount again. Goes square. Just inside his own half now. Forest Bowley defender. Worrell collects it. Bottom of the centre circle. Takes touch out to the right-hand side. Gives it to Aurier. Ball inside to Yates in between Chelsea midfielders. A 1-2. They got the ball forward again. Making a run forward. Ball's gone wide left. Awomye shoots straight down the throat of Kepa. Chelsea have not started at all. They're not awake. Forest have done really well starting this second half. Up and at it. Chelsea nowhere. Chelsea went to press the ball, and Aspie went as well, and he left some space behind him on the left-hand side. Or his left shoulder, sorry. And Awami spun out that way. The ball played to him, took him away from goal. And to be fair, he drilled it towards his near post, and Kepa had it red all day. Coverage comes back to Forest, going forward again on the right-hand side. Cross comes in. Deep to Azpilicueta, just heads it back to Kepa. Keeps it in play. Forest have started off really well second half. Chelsea not got going yet. Kepa rolls it out to Aspie now. Halfway side of our half. Back to Koulibaly. Visibly pressing higher, Forest. Playing higher. Pressing higher. Kepa by his penalty spot. Little dink ball over the top of the attacker to Cucurella. Beyond him is Mason Mount. Brilliant for Mount, making himself available. He's got acres of space. Up the lines, Pulisic. Driving forward against Serge Aurier. 10 yards from the corner flag. Come inside. He's been fouled. He has been fouled as well. Aurier can't believe it. Throws it, punches the air in disgust. Cooper can't believe it as well. Did he foul Pulisic? He did. He got nowhere near the ball. Chelsea free kick. Wide left. I'd say you're looking at sort of level the edge of the penalty box on the right, on our left-hand side. Right. Forest are holding their defensive line on the edge of their box. Mason Mount's going to take it. Right foot. In swinger. It's about 5 yards away from the penalty box. About a yard outside of it. Mount crosses towards the near post. Headed away. Cucurella collects it. Goes back out first time to Mount. Shut down now by Gibbs White. Takes him on up the line. Mount does well. Flicks it inside. Looking for Pulisic. Pulisic loses possession. Forest come away with it with Aurier. They got a runner, and they got the ball up, and they got a runner. It's Brennan Johnson on the right-hand side. Got man over. He's got Johnson up against Kepa. Big save from Kepa, but pushes it out to the edge of the box again. Well done, Kepa. Forest is still alive here. Right-hand side of our box. Cucurella holding them up. Back to Brennan Johnson. Crosses it high over the bar. Now, Brennan Johnson got down our right-hand side there. Chelsea sort of went to Cucurella gambled. He pushed forward to try and win the ball back. It went beyond Azpilicueta. And Brennan Johnson has forced Thiago Silva to come across and make the challenge. He's about 10 yards out. He's on the just wide right of the 6-yard box. Awamyi is wide open by himself. And Brennan Johnson went for the shot. And Kepa saved it. Awamyi was doing his pieces, going absolutely potty at him. Should have squared it. It was unmarked to score. Chelsea get away with one. Chelsea have not woken up yet in his second half. Forest, to their credit, they must have had something happen to them. Rollicking or about 87 Red Bulls each because they're at it. Forest, second half. Chelsea aren't. We give the ball away again inside of our own half. Awamyi gets towards the byline. Cross blocked by Aspie. Collects the loose ball. Cross comes in again. Headed away by Thiago Silva. Aurier collects it and goes backwards to the halfway line to Worrell. Plays it forward to Forest. They flick it out to Aurier on the right-hand side. Level the edge of our penalty box. Cucurella does well to step in. Followed by Pulisic. And Chelsea drive forward. Pulisic away with the ball. Pulisic dragging defenders towards him. Tries to play it inside to Mount. But he can't. And then he's been... Is it Froulier or whatever his name is? The centre midfielder for Forest. He's been putting himself about. That's about his 6th challenge he's made. He fouled Pulisic. Pulisic was literally going... He drove forward, Pulisic, over halfway into their half, and Mason Mount screaming for it on his inside. It's actually Havertz, sorry. And he waits too long, Pulisic. But when the actual pass is blocked, he puts his body in front of the defender. Wide right, about 35 yards from goal. And he just tackles him and just brings him down. Anyway, Chelsea going to take it quick. Cucurella finds Mount. Finds Pulisic. And we go backwards to Thiago Silva, halfway line. Silva finds Koulibaly under pressure. Forced backwards to Kepa. Kepa takes it just outside the edge of the box. And swings it out to Cucurella. Takes 2 touch, takes it down and finds Thiago Silva. Silva about 25 yards from goal. Square to Koulibaly. He's forced into playing it early. Wide right, Zakaria on the byline. Plays it inside. Ball over the top to nobody. From Jorginho. No, it's actually Aspi. Gave the ball away. And Forest win back position. They were away on the left-hand side, but the referee's pulled it back for a free kick to Forest halfway. Take it short quickly to the bottom of the centre circle inside their own half to Worrell. Aurier, 5 yards inside his own half on the right-hand side. Forward to Brennan Johnson, who gives it away. But Forest won it back, and Worrell goes back to Henderson. Bowley now. Halfway inside his own half. Lays the ball off to Mangala. Bowley. Up the line. Chelsea win back position, but referee's given a free kick. Somebody's gone down. Someone's getting booked as well. Is it Aspi? Aspi's booked. He's laughing, Aspilicueta. He's gone, what have I done? He didn't do anything, honestly. Duncan, how you doing, mate? Sunny Cape Town. Cold and wet over here. Aspi won the ball back. Loddy's holding on to his ankle. Referee's bought it and Aspi's been booked. Anyway, this is concerning so far. This opening 8 minutes is not good. Forest free kick. Launched high in towards our box and Thiago Silva heads it down the way. Forest keep on in possession. Chelsea do well to win it back. Sterling's tracking back and working hard. Wide left Forest now. Keeping the ball alive. Chelsea doing well in numbers defensively. Forced them backwards. Halfway inside of our half now. Now back to Worrell on the centre circle. We come forward wide right now. Cross comes into the edge of the box. Shot. Is it the crossbar? Oh my word. And bounced away. Jeff Hurst-like, but bounced away from goal. What a shot. They got down the right-hand side, Forest. And they looked up and drilled the ball towards the back of the 18-yard box. I don't know who it was. But the Forest player, it's Gibbs White. He walks up to it. Strikes it clean. Kepa can't even move. Let's have a look at this again. He strikes it first time. Yes, didn't go in. It's off the crossbar, bounced a foot away from the goal line. In fact, it's about half a foot away from the goal line. Kepa was beaten. Bounced down the way. Chelsea let off again in this second half. Forest, all guns blazing. Chelsea got to do much better. Anyway, there's a free kick for some reason. I don't know why, but Forest got a free kick 10 yards inside of our half. Loddy, high ball over the top, looking for Womye. Chelsea can't clear it. Forest with possession. It comes back. Edge of the box again. Great diving challenge from Aspilicueta to block it. Still alive, left-hand side. Corner of our box. Lifted high towards the back post. Volleyed over the bar by Serge Aurier. My word. Dearie me. Honestly, they're doing well, Forest. The crowd are up. They're playing well, I have to say. Chelsea are doing well defensively. Great block from Aspi and Mason Mount. At the moment, Forest are first to everything. They've had their chances. Forest, they really have. Much better from them second half. Chelsea, wake up. Second half statistics. Forest, 4 shots, 2 on target. 7 touches inside of our penalty box. As for Chelsea, none, none and none so far. High ball from Kepa. As Havertz goes down, claiming that he was pushed as he went for the header. Referee says no chance. Forest throwing. Loddy to take it. I like Loddy. He's a good player. Can't believe Atletico let him go. Anyway. Loddy to take the throw-in. Inside. Forest come forward. Thiago Silva, that man again, steps forward and wins the ball back. Chelsea with possession. We're driving forward now with Christian Pulisic. He's surrounded by 4 defenders and he does well, Pulisic. Does really well. He's sort of surrounded and he plays it off a defender in the middle of the pitch and he hits it so hard it goes out of play. Chelsea got a throw in and we're slowing the ball down. Slow it down. Cucurella to take it. Got Pulisic up the line. He's got Mount drifting up the line. He's got Jorginho short. Havertz is there. Pulisic's now been pushed over by Yates. Is it Froilier or Yates? Yates already been booked. He's just tripped up Pulisic. Referee's having a word. Nothing more. Set the front up the line to Havertz. Holding off the challenge. So Forest have done well, to be fair. This Yates dude, he's putting it about, even though he's been booked already. Dangerous from him. So Forest have got themselves a throw-in. Aurier's pinched 10 yards already. Now another 5 up the line. Jorginho heads it forward up the line. They head it back to halfway. Aromi beats Koulibaly to it. And Koulibaly fouls him on halfway, which is just stupid. It's all very, very bitty, very messy from Chelsea so far, second half. I have to say this. Sadri, you might be right, and Ramondos, we might need to change this up a little bit. Get Hakim Ziyech on the ball. On the right-hand side. Bring Sterling to the left. Take Pulisic off. And get Ziyech's little wand of his right foot on that pitch. Right. Forest have got a free kick. 10 yards inside of our half on the right-hand side. Chelsea's 10 yards outside the box high line. Played forward. Havertz wins the first header. They head it back into the penalty box and Koulibaly's forced to launch it high and away for a Forest throw-in. Bloody hell's bells. They take it quickly. Up the line. Cross comes in. Well done, Kepa. Comes and claims it nice and confidently. Doing this. Hold on to the ball for 4, 5, 6, 7. And there's a change being made. Mateo Kovacic is coming on. Who's he coming on for? Chelsea have possession with Aspi. Finds Jorginho. Wide left is Cucurella. 25 yards from our byline. Mason Mount drops deep to collect the ball. And then is forced into an error and gives the ball away. Yates. Mount brings him down. It's so, honestly, it's so bitty at the minute. Bitty. Messy. If you've got to expect this. You have to expect they're going to come out blazing second half. You have to. You can't sit and go, this is a surprise. They're fighting for their lives. These are dangerous games in the Premier League. In the Premier League, anyone can beat anyone on any day. That's why it's the best league in the world. Anyway, Gibbs White takes a free kick 35 yards out, floats it in towards the back post, headed away first time, second time, and then we've drawn a foul. Chelsea free kick. I'm not sure if it's just inside the box or outside. Just showing their effort again, Gibbs White. Drills it against the crossbar and bounces just away from the byline. Great strike. As the ball comes into him, it's lifted off the ground, about a foot off the ground. And he's just got his hip. He's turned it. He's got his leg over the ball. He didn't shank it. And he kept control of the ball on a side foot. Off the crossbar. Anyway, Kovacic's there waiting as Zakaria's coming off. To be fair, anyone could have come off. But Zakaria's coming off after 60 minutes. I can only presume that's for Kovacic to get hold of the ball. To work hard a little bit more defensively, more than Zakaria. So he's giving some instruction here, Kovacic. Not sure what we've done. Anyway, we play it forward high. Look on the right-hand side for Sterling. He can't win it, but Chelsea win back possession on the halfway and play it forward to Havertz. Trying to hold him off possession. Bars off the ball. Goes out of play for a throw-in. Forest take it quickly across their 18-yard box. Pressed high by Chelsea. And Henderson launches it up towards halfway. Aspi got caught underneath it. Driving forward now. Gibbs White. Brennan Johnson collects it. Chelsea miss a challenge. Johnson shot deflected away for a corner to Forest. Deary me. Pepper's doing his pieces. Honestly, he's saying exactly that, Mezzi. He's saying, wake up. to Chelsea players here. Corner to Forest. Their left wing. Our right-hand side. Gibbs White to take it. Everyone's crowding around Kepa. There's pushing, there's shoving, there's all sorts going on here at the minute. Cross comes in. Header up in the air by Kai Havertz. Can't get the ball away. They've scored. Serge Aurier has scored for Forest. Forest 1, Chelsea 1. Bloody hell. The corner came in near post and Kai Havertz just headed the ball up in the air or away. They headed it back towards the left-hand side, just outside of the near post. And there's a melee. I need to see what happened here. So Havertz heads it up in the air. Bowley. When Havertz heads it up in the air and it falls just outside the 6-yard box, Bowley heads it out to Aurier. Now, this is what happens here. It's unbelievable, to be fair, what I'm just seeing here. Aurier, standing just inside the 6-yard box on the right-hand side, chests it down, swivels, volleys it through the legs of Kepa, and it's 1-1. I've been saying that Chelsea need to wake up. I've been saying we've not started well second half. And Forest have been outstanding, and they've capitalised on it. So, Chelsea with possession. We break away with Mason Mount on halfway. Driving forward out to the right-hand side. Lays off to Raheem Sterling. Non-existent second half. Cross comes in. Low from Sterling. Half cleared by Worrell to the edge of the box. Havertz just fouls the defender. Havertz, what are you doing? Stupid challenge from Havertz. Mangala's... The ball just cleared away. Just outside the edge of their box. Mangala's looking like that. Waiting for the ball to come down. Havertz just steps up. Fires into him. Gives away a stupid free kick. I did say at the beginning of this stream that I'm hoping that 2023 will be much better for Chelsea. So far, this 64 minutes, or these 19 minutes of this second half, has been awful. Chelsea possession, played high. Looking for Sterling. He's not in the game, Sterling. Take him off. Bring Aubameyang on. Or bring Ziyech on that right-hand side. Well done, Koulibaly. We're looking for him. They got the ball away. They're trying to get him behind Koulibaly. He's done well to read it. And he's gone out to the right-hand side. Now, Azpilicueta's gone down. And now Azpilicueta says, referee, I cannot believe that challenge. Or words to that effect. So Graham Potter's now sat down on the bench, talking to his right-hand man about the changes to make. Kovacic's on already. Get Ziyech on. Someone's going to open the door. Ziyech's that man. Chelsea possession with Kovacic. First thing he's done, he's gone long looking for Havertz, who just crowded out. Now Forest play it forward high to Womyu's beaten Koulibaly to the ball. Edge of our box. Forced backwards. Great challenge Koulibaly on Renan Lodi. Mount turns away then. Then Havertz makes a wrong run and we give the ball away. Lodi now, halfway inside of our half. Left-hand side with space. Cross comes in towards the back post. Over everybody. Well done, Cucurella. Just guided Brennan Johnson away from the ball. Out play for a Chelsea goal kick. Serge Aurier, the free transfer signing. This goal is outstanding. He chests it down and swivels and strikes it. He strikes it on the volley and his legs level with his hip. That high. Straight for the legs of Kepa. Anyway, Chelsea possession now high. Looking for running behind Sterling. I think to be offside. He is. Looked offside. Not in the game, Sterling, second half at all. 23 minutes in, take him off. Ziyech. Bring Hakim Ziyech on the right-hand side for Sterling. Take Havertz off. Put Aubameyang on. There's 2 more changes. We've got to win this game today. Without question. Right. Free kick for Forest. High. Launched high, looking for a one-yeet. Goes over his head. Out of play for a Chelsea throw-in. 20 yards from our corner flag. Inside of our own half. Quite deep inside of our half. Chelsea throw, which Aspie's pinched a few yards. Still doing so. He is booked, so he's got to go easy. Looking for a runner. He's got Jorginho square. He's got Havertz up the line. He's got Sterling dropping off. He's got Mount dropping off. Finds Mason Mount, who flicks it forward looking for Havertz, but they've read it. Forest, they get the ball away. Yates collects it, calms it down and goes back to Bowley. 15 yards inside his own half here. Chelsea walking. Plays it forward to Womye. Tries to link up with a run from midfield and Chelsea trying to clear it away. Jorginho's lost it. Renan Lodi now driving forward towards the byline. Cross comes in. Dearie me. Away by Cucurella. Edge of the box. Jorginho up with somebody else and Aspie just blasts it up in the air. Sterling tries to bring it down. Goes straight out of play for a Forest throw-in again. Talk about a game with two halves here. Gibbs White. Lodi. Corner flag. Cross comes in. Kovacic reads it. Just side foots the ball away. Havertz can't get there. But Cucurella mops up outside of our own box. Driving into midfield, Cucurella. Gives it to Kovacic. Drives forward, Kovacic. He's got two runners. But he can only find a Forest defender. Twice, Kovacic. Gives the ball away. Twice. Brennan Johnson now, right-hand side. Cucurella tracking him down. Well done, Cucurella. Supported by Pulisic. We win it back. Silva, edge of our own box, collects it. Gives it to Kovacic. Kovacic, bit rusty maybe. Driving forward now to halfway. Lays the ball off to Havertz. Jorginho. Sterling's dropped off in the pocket where Mason Mount normally is. Finds him. Aspie back to Sterling. Jorginho back to Sterling. Kovacic, Forest are pressing high. Silva. Cucurella, left-hand side. Pulisic. Finds Silva. Forest now backing off. Their press has gone. Silva finds Havertz, who's dropped off to collect it and plays it wide left to Cucurella. Cucurella looking for the feet of Mason Mount, edge of the box. Forest get the ball away. Only as far as Thiago Silva, who's deep inside his own half to collect it, but Forest not chasing him down. Kovacic says, give me the ball halfway and gives it to him. Kovacic, Havertz, Kovacic. Koulibaly forcing to play the ball first time and gives it away. Poor pass from Kovacic. Bit rusty. Anyway, Forest with possession. Bowley deep inside his own half. Wobble goes square to Bowley. Just outside his own box. They give him the ball away. Oh, Mason Mount nearly gets saved. He's been fouled. He hasn't. Mason Mount is up. Limping, but he's up. Aurier collects it. Deep inside his own half again. He's outside the box. Mount is having a word with Foulier. Big time. They're having words with each other here. Forest launch it. Koulibaly heads the ball away. Well done. They're still mouthing each other off, Mount and Foulier. Big time. Right, good, good. Two changes for Chelsea. Conor Gallagher and Hakim Ziyech are coming on. Well done for recognising it, the manager. Chelsea try and break forward. They get the ball away. Chelsea, it's a Forest throw-in. Taken quickly. Chelsea can't make the subs yet. Deep inside their own half. Hi, Jane, how you doing? Good to see you in. And Loey as well. Chelsea forced them backwards. Bowley halfway inside his own half here. Been shut down by Chelsea. Play the ball forward and they've taken the touch away. Koulibaly goes out to meet him. They're down the left-hand side. Renan Lodi towards the penalty spot. Well done. Chelsea blocking the ball away. Jorginho, good block. Well done. Still they're offside now. Now they're offside. Now changes will be made. Conor Gallagher coming on. And Hakim Ziyech. Ziyech's got to be for Sterling. It's got to be. Oh, Yates. He shanked it. I thought it was blocked. It wasn't. His shot was that poor. Come off his foot, went towards the corner flag. Anyway, what's these changes? 3 changes. Ziyech, Aubameyang and Gunnar Gallagher. Yeah, so Jorginho's off for Ziyech. Come on, Hakim. Give us what we know you can. Sterling's off as well. Sterling for Gallagher. Mason Mount's off as well. Aubameyang. Maybe Mount lost his head. So, Aubameyang for the middle. Right-hand side is Ziyech. Left-hand side is Pulisic. Havertz drops deeper to play alongside Conor Gallagher and Kovacic. I think it even might be a 4-2-3-1 here. Like Chelsea with 4 changes in the game, chasing after it. 72 minutes gone. I say about at least 20 minutes to go. So, Chelsea possession deep inside of our own half. Forest pressing high. Silva's found Kovacic outside of our box, driving forward. Conor Gallagher's first touch. Bottom of the centre circle. Collects it. Urgency straight away from Gallagher. Finds Pulisic in front of the benches. Pulisic. Kovacic. Ziyech is by himself. Gallagher. Wide right to Aspi. Aspi finds... He doesn't. Gallagher. Aspi. Now Ziyech gets his first touch. Too slow. They hit the ball ahead of him. And they're breaking forward. Awomye. Left-hand side driving. Through the legs of Koulibaly. Too far in front of him. Kepa comes out and claims it. Well done, Koulibaly, for putting him off. And Aspi. Well done, Kepa. Rolled out to Kovacic. Kovacic, halfway inside of our half, finds Havertz. Finds Conor Gallagher. Plays it wide left to Thiago Silva. Left-hand side of centre, I should say. To Kovacic now. Bottom of the centre circle. Gallagher now. Lays it off to Aspi. Ziyech comes inside. No out ball. Up the line. Back to Koulibaly. Back to Silva. Kovacic being busy. Make himself available. Finds Cucurella. Halfway line. Left-hand side. Holds the ball up. Forest urgency's gone from their legs. They've blown it. They've blown out their arses. That first 25 minutes, that second half, has just done it for them. I think they're knackered. Ball's played forward to Ziyech. Caught off the ball. Referee says free kick. 10 yards inside their half. Lodi's found Ziyech. Chelsea free kick. Aspi calms it all down. It says, I'll take it. Gives it to Conor Gallagher. Finds Kovacic, centre circle. Finds Thiago Silva, 10 yards behind him. Good ball to Havertz, who's dropped off in the space where Mount normally would be. Pulisic, Cucurella, Kovacic. Chelsea trying to move people about here. Aubameyang's first touch off the ball, off the front line, deep, and links up with Kovacic. Pulisic going across to the right-hand side. Finds Aspi. Cross comes in towards the back post. Havertz was there. Half cleared. Comes out to Cucurella. Up against Brennan Johnson. Johnson's touch is too heavy. Chelsea throw him. Come on, Chelsea. You've got to win this game. Brian taking short. Kovacic gets it from Cucurella. Gives it to Conor Gallagher. Bottom of the centre circle. Wide right of it is Aspi. Collects it. Finds Hakim Ziyech. Byline. Touch inside to Havertz. Holds the ball up. No shots at all from Chelsea second half. How bad it's been. Koulibaly. Plays it to Cucurella. Forced backwards Chelsea. Doing well though to play around their press. They are pressing now. Well done Kovacic. Fouled off the ball by Yates. He's been booked already. Referees ignored it. And Chelsea are forced backwards to Kepa. Thiago Silva. Steps away from a challenge. Well done. Finds Conor Gallagher. Centre circle. Out wide left to Cucurella. Takes the ball down. Pulisic to his left. He drives forward Cucurella. Gives it to Pulisic. Has to hold the ball up. Conor Gallagher shows for it. Pulisic over the top. Finds him. Pulisic tries to head it beyond him. But can only head it in front of himself. And it's easy for Forest to defend against. They play it up the line. Thiago Silva has to come across and get the ball out of play. It was coming big time, Stuart. You're right, mate. 100%. Again, I can't understand how Chelsea go out the mentality of thinking it's going to be easy. I think it's 4-2-3-1 now. Jane. So Mangala's coming off for Jack Colbeck. He's taking his time. Anyway. 13 minutes of normal time to go, plus injury time. All these subs, it'd be about 4 minutes, 5 minutes maybe. Forest throwing. Taken high. Kulaweli does well to try and win a challenge, but Forest come away with the ball and play it wide left to Renan Lodi. Bad first touch. Gallagher wins it. Hakim Ziyech collects the ball. Plays it. Oh, he's tried to play Aubameyang in first time. Read by the Forest defender. Aubameyang was away. They win it back. Halfway line. Aurier plays it forward. Gallagher does well to win a challenge. Then Aubameyang tries to evade the challenge and gets deflected away, but Kai Havertz collects it on halfway. Gallagher, high ball, wide left. Too high. It's gone all the way through to Dean Henderson, who collects it. Aubameyang chases it down. Aubameyang wearing gloves, bless him. Got cold fingers. Got to protect your fingers at all costs. Especially this English climate where it's... Climate? Where it's what? 5 degrees? Anyway. Forest launch it high to the right-hand side, our left-hand side. Cucurella with Aurier. Cucurella wins the header. Forest throwing. Halfway inside of our half. Aurier, ex-Spurs, who scored to take it. Up the line. Easy for Silva to head it away. Havertz. Trying to win second ball. He doesn't, but Conor Gallagher does. Trying to break forward. Little flick ball through to Pulisic. Taking on the defender up the line. It's Yates. He can't challenge him. He's booked. Pulisic, edge of the box, right-hand side, or left-hand side, sorry. Plays it inside to Kovacic, supported. Closed down straight away by Brennan Johnson, who comes away with the ball. Up the line. Well done, Thiago Silva. Chelsea throwing right in front of Graham Potter, who's up. Gesticulating to his players. Come on, Chelsea, get the winner. Need to get the winner here. Big time. 100%. Right, Chelsea possession. Gallagher, wide right, gives it to Aspi, halfway inside their half. Ziyech comes off that byline. Cross comes in towards the back post. Aubameyang and Pulisic, the two of them, go for the ball with two defenders, and it goes beyond both of them. Perfect ball from Ziyech. Lofted to the edge of the box. And him and Pulisic, honestly, the defenders do well. They guide them away. Both of them away from the ball. Aurier with a little... Aubameyang. Literally, it's just here. It's 2 inches off of his head. Great cross from Hakim Ziyech. That's what he can do, Ziyech. Anyway, possession for Forest. Given away. Inside of our half. Hold on, I've lost my stream. Hold on, people. I've lost my stream. Bear with me. Chelsea throwing. Cucurella. Halfway inside of our half. Left-hand side. Up the line is Pulisic. Forced backwards. Literally gives it back to Cucurella, who's 2 foot away from him. Come on, Chelsea. You got to do better than this. Silva plays it back to Kepa. Forest have made a change. Anyway, Gallagher collects it. Urgency gives it to Aspilicueta. You've got Akers, Aspi, driving forwards are backing off. Just drives forward. Aspi collects it. Back from Gallagher, but now he's forced backwards to Koulibaly, who collects it halfway inside our own half. Koulibaly gives it to Thiago Silva. Silva plays the ball inside to Kai Havertz in between their midfield, trying to find a Aubameyang. Aurier reads it. Back to Henderson. Launches it forward, Henderson. Halfway line. Silva wins a good header against Gibbs White, who's claiming he's fouled. He wasn't. Cucurella finds Kovacic, who finds Pulisic. Havertz busy. Lays it off to Cucurella. Kovacic. Gallagher. 25 yards from goal. Pulisic. Line astern. Forest defenders. Kovacic. Left-hand side of centre. Aubameyang. Links trying to play a little flick into Havertz. They clear it. Chelsea win it back with Gallagher. Wide right now is Aspi. On the byline is Ziyech. Hakim Ziyech. Gallagher made a run. Aspi. Towards the byline. Cross comes in. Blocked away. And Hakim Ziyech goes in and challenges. Tries to claim a corner. They've given a goal kick. Ziyech can't believe it. I'm not sure what they are right now. Possession stats. Not been up on the screen as yet. Come on, Chelsea. So, launch forward. Thiago Silva, big header away. Forest half clear it. Now they do with Aurier. Launch forward. Thiago Silva does well against his striker. Mops up with Cucurella and now plays a long ball wide right to Aspi. Brings it down under pressure. Plays it forward. Ziyech 1-2 with Conor Gallagher. But Ziyech gives it back to Gallagher with two players around him. Forest driving forward now. Awomye turns Koulibaly. Edge of the box. He overplays the pass. Deary me. It's gone back towards the centre circle. Forest keep it alive. Left-hand side. Our right-hand side. And Chelsea do well to force them all back to Bowley. Deep inside his own half. Aubameyang sprinting across. Try and press down. Aurier. Pulisic is there. Play forward to Kovacic, who's fouled on the halfway line. You haven't got to do that there. Just stand up. Make them play the ball around you. Don't dive in the challenge. Free kick given away. Another change coming, I think. Jane, what I say, probably 300 of those in the first half between Thiago Silva and Koulibaly. Anyway, Forest free kick halfway line. Gibbs White's going to take it from the halfway. Two arms aloft. High towards the back of the area. Well done, Koulibaly. Wins a big header. Hakim Ziyech takes the ball down under pressure, trying to hold off a challenge. He's fouled. Then Gallagher wins it. Well done, Ziyech. Well done. There's still time. Still time. They're making another change now, Forest. Oh, Chelsea are making a change. Pulisic's off. Chukwuemeka's on. Positive. Come on, Carney. Pulisic's not been able to influence the game, to be fair. So Carney's on. Chelsea got the ball with Kovacic. Bottom of the centre circle. Looking for an out ball. Conor Gallagher makes himself available. Gives it straight back to Kovacic. Then is able to go wide right to Aspi. Aspilicueta. Kovacic drives forward and gives him an option. Kai Havertz loses it, but then Conor Gallagher can't win the challenge of Forest are breaking over halfway. Gibbs White tries to find a run. Cucurella comes across. Well done, wins it. Gallagher. Deep inside our own half. Hold on to possession. Now finds Cucurella. Chukwuemeka's first touch. Comes inside the challenge and plays it square to Gallagher. One more to Asp. Asp finds Ziyech on the byline. Just completely turns the defender and is away. Halfway line. Trying to play a ball inside to Havertz. Half cleared by Forest. Gallagher trying to fight for possession. Gives the ball away and then fouls. Forest free kick. Come on, Chelsea's a chance to capitalise on other people's dropped points today. You must get 3 points today. They're making a change. They're taking the striker off Forest. They're bringing on Phillips, whatever his name is. Williams. Nico Williams, that's it. Is it Williams? The ex-Liverpool player. Yeah, Nico Williams. He's coming on. Anyway. Forest free kick. Halfway inside their own half. Dean Henderson's taking his time. He's told everybody else to push further forward. Henderson launches it right-footed, high. Towards the edge of our box. Koulibaly wins the first ball. Kovacic mops up the second one. Does well with it as well. Then plays it forward, looking for Havertz, but we give it away. Boys play around 3 challenges, finds Serge Aurier. Right inside is Neco Williams. Up against Cucurella. Does well to defend it. Well, Cucurella. Boys throwing 10 yards from the corner flag. Actually, the linesman's giving it 5 yards from the corner flag. Aurier to take it. Gives it straight to Cucurella. Launches it high to Aubameyang. Chests it down to Havertz. Havertz. Forced back to Thiago Silva. Aubameyang. Tries to win back possession. We can't. Forest play it forward. Silva mops up. Back to Kepa. Just play your passes, Chelsea. You open the door. Right, Kovacic. Halfway inside our own half. Wide left here is Cucurella. Back to Kovacic. 10 yards inside our own half. Left hand side of centre. Able to play square as Forest back off to inside their own half to Koulibaly. Ziyech collects it. Halfway line. Comes inside on that left foot. Square to Silva. Silva. Looking for a runner. He's got Gallagher. Collects it. Drives forward Gallagher. Well done. Outside of him is Asp. Ziyech has given the ball. Gives it to him. Ziyech wide left. Shut down though. Forced inside to Gallagher. Who gives the ball away. And then makes the foul, Gallagher. Just get the ball in the box, for God's sake. How many more times? Gallagher's booked for it as well. Hakim Ziyech won't have the space that he had in the World Cup. And when he collected the ball, we had 2 players all over him. Anyway, 3 minutes of added time. That's all there is. Forest just going to take the time. Leaving it again for the goalkeeper. Referee saying hurry up. And now launch it. Asp heads it away. Well done. Gallagher worked hard. We got ourselves a throw in. Halfway inside our own half. Asp says, I'll take it. Asp back to Kovacic. It's shut down. He has to go square to Thiago Silva. Just outside of our box. Kovacic giving the ball. Bottom of the centre circle. Kovacic collects it. He's got Gallagher to his left. Gives it to him, but he's shut down. Back to Silva. Play the ball wide right. Acres of space. Ziyech's got acres. Give it to him. Koulibaly. Comes back this way to Thiago Silva. Conor Gallagher. Wide left is Cucurella. He's got nobody up the line now, so he's got no winger on that side. Thiago Silva. Ziyech drops deep on the byline, so give him the ball. He's still not got it. Just playing 10 yards forward, 10 yards back at the minute because Forest are working hard to shut us down. Silva. Gallagher. Koulibaly. Silva. Come on. Silva. He's allowed to just walk with the ball inside their half. Toe pokes it to Conor Gallagher. Looking for a runner. He's got Aspi. Ball inside. Aubameyang. He tries to lay the ball off to Havertz, who's not on the same wavelength. It goes behind him. Unlucky, though. Unlucky. Chelsea pressing high as they try and play out. They do, up to Thiago Silva. 40 seconds of injury time to go. Kovacic. Koulibaly. Ziyech wide right. Fouled. Taken out and fouled by Renan Lodi. Yellow card for Lodi. The chance to get the ball in the box here. He took Hakim Ziyech out big time. He's 30 yards from goal. Goes straight through him. Straight through him. Chance to get the ball in the box here. Ziyech. Can he get literally on the money? I think he's got to play Aubameyang now. Against Man City, he's got to play Aubameyang. Anyway, there's all sorts of pulling going on. Thiago Silva's down on the edge of the box. He never got a chance to make a run. The referee's blown up, and that's full time. Nottingham Forest won. Chelsea won. And I have to say, that is disappointing. We said in the first half, we said at half time, how we're 1-0 up. Forest defensively sound. And, Chelsea were, they didn't create much, Chelsea, but Forest had had a couple of chances. But since then, that second half, the opening 20 minutes from Nottingham Forest, 25 minutes, was just surprising from Chelsea. It was as if they were shocked that Forest turned up, all guns blazing, second half. And it was a surprise. And that's what I don't get. So, for me, I just think that's shocking, really. I think that's just an awful second half. I mean, Man City on Thursday. We got to come up with something. A lot of people are saying about the fact that, we're well away from top four. We are. Let's be honest. We are. Let's hope that these signings, Badashile comes in and we can play a back three again. Him on the left, Koulibaly on the right, and Thiago Silva in the middle. We can get Reece James and Ben Chilwell back as soon as we can. We missed both of them big time. And then we got to sort our midfield out. We got to sort out who we're going to play up front. But for me against Man City, you got to play Aubameyang because of his instinct and his intelligence of being a natural striker. Anyway, so questions will be asked. Once again, there will be questions raised of the substitutions we made, the way we played second half. And, what can you say? Thank you guys for watching. I really, really appreciate you all tuning in. Thank you very, very much. Stay tuned for some videos coming out on the channel this week. And I will see you back here on Thursday for live match coverage. Chelsea versus Man City. So where does that put us in the Premier League? Do we go up one place? I think we go to one place. We go from 9th to 8th. Just waiting to see what comes up on the table. So Man City and Newcastle drop points. Tottenham drop points. And we have 1 point to show from it. Miss a chance again. That's been the story of Chelsea's past couple of seasons. Let's see what the Premier League table. Hold on. It's about to come up on the coverage. Let's have a look. Not it's going to be great. It'll be one place, if anything. Right, so Forest stay 18th. Well, they're up to 18th on 14 points. Wolves drop down to 19th on 13th. And Southampton are rock bottom on 12. So top half, come on. The Chelsea move up 1 place to 8th above Brighton on 25 points. We've got a game in hand. When our game in hand, we go level on points with Liverpool. Liverpool got far better goal difference than us. We've only got +2. Liverpool on +14. And we got a job on, big time. We really have got a job on. So, let's just let this one go, if we can, and focus on Thursday. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Appreciate it. Apologies for the actual coverage and the video issues I was having. But hopefully they'll be rectified by the end of this week. So, have a good week. Welcome to 2023. I thought it'd be different. As it started, it would be, but, you know. So I appreciate your support. Thank you so much. Drop a like on this for me. And I'll see you all on Thursday for live match coverage, Chelsea v Man City. And I'll see you for a couple of videos in between. Thank you so much, guys. Hope you've enjoyed it. See ya.